Hi, this is Jeff Zeig. I'm the founder and the director of the Milton Erickson Foundation. Here I am in our offices in Phoenix, Arizona. And this is a pre-welcome, welcoming the people who have registered, the hundreds of people who have registered and will be serving on the faculty of the upcoming Erickson Congress, the 13th Erickson Congress, which will be held here in Phoenix, Arizona in December. We look forward to welcoming you here. I have one request and also a little information about Phoenix, Arizona. By way of information, when people came here to visit Dr. Erickson, they often took advantage of some of the things that Dr. Erickson would direct them which he had for both practical reasons and also for educational and symbolic reasons. Three of those attractions that we have here in Phoenix, Arizona are the Heard Museum, which is the Native American museum. It's a fabulous display of Native American artifacts. We also have what was once called Squaw Peak, which is now Piestewa Peak, and Dr. Erickson would often send people to climb the mountain, both for health reasons and for symbolic reasons. It's a very user-friendly experience, and we dedicated a bench in 1989. We dedicated a bench to Dr. Erickson along the path. So those of you who climb halfway up will see that there's the Erickson bench. Also, Dr. Erickson would send people to the botanical gardens, and 50% of all of the cactus in the world are in the Phoenix Botanical Gardens. A fourth attraction that I'd like to mention to you that didn't exist when Dr. Erickson was alive was the Musical Instrument Museum, which is mim.org. It's one of the most fabulous museums that I've ever been to. And when you have some time, I would suggest that you visit the museum. You might want to come to Phoenix a day early or to stay a day late to take advantage of some of the attractions. And those of you who don't know Arizona, of course, northern Arizona, you have the beautiful city of Sedona and the grandeur of the Grand Canyon, which is about 2 hours drive north of Phoenix. Then we also have the Erickson Historical Residence. And at one time, we called it a museum. Now we call it the Erickson Historical Residence. There's a link that I'm providing for you which orients you to that residence. Some of you, especially those of you who are coming from long distance, might want to visit the historical residence. Dr. Erickson lived there from 1970 until 1980. If you do, please make a reservation early, because there'll be lots of people who are here who want to see the historical residence. And by way of request, in 1978, I started organizing the first Erickson Congress as a tribute. Dr. Erickson had been my mentor from 1973 until he died in 1980, and I traveled intermittently to Phoenix until I moved here in 1978, specifically to be close to Dr. Erickson. But all of the time that he spent mentoring me, never charged me anything for any of the time, and I organized the first Erickson Congress as a way of saying thank you, a tribute to him. Unfortunately, he died prior to the meeting, but he still got some of the tribute because so many people were registered. And we have now been doing some pruning, redeciding the direction of the Erickson Foundation into the 21st century. So this will be the last Erickson Congress, the 13th and last Erickson Congress, but we'll still be continued to do training, intensive training here in Phoenix about Ericksonian approaches. We'll organize some new programs, seminars on Ericksonian approaches to hypnosis and psychotherapy, but the foundation is morphing itself more into a psychotherapy organization. We'll continue with the Brief Therapy Conference, the Evolution of Psychotherapy Conference, the Couples Conference, and other new training programs, including streaming some of our archives and making our historical material on psychotherapy and Dr. Erickson available worldwide. But because this Congress will be the last, and I would like it to be one of the best, we have an amazing faculty, a huge faculty who will be bringing their slants and evolutions, developments of maturing the inventions that Dr. Erickson added to psychotherapy. But we would like this to we'd like you to help us, and please help us, and by informing colleagues, sending them a link, ericksoncongress.com, encouraging them to come to the conference in the social media and email lists that you have. And then for you to learn more, you might look at our YouTube channel. We have a Erickson Foundation YouTube channel, and one of the things that you'll find there is 5-minute tips for therapists. There's, I think, 30 of them that we made in 2 different series. But the most recent series, the 3rd series, is Stories of Erickson. And I recently went filmed some of my personal experiences with Dr. Erickson, and you can find those on our YouTube channel, and you might enjoy my recounting some of the stories of the most influential moments, the most emotionally impactful moments that I had in being with Dr. Erickson. So again, this is Jeff Zeig. Here I am in Phoenix, Arizona at the offices of the Milton Erickson Foundation, welcoming you appreciatively. Thank you for registering for the conference. We look forward to seeing you here in Phoenix in December. I can almost promise you really mild and beautiful weather and an enjoyable experience. Thank you so much. Jeff Zeig, Erickson Foundation.